All right. So, the main energy for the reading is the Tower, and you also start with death. So, there is definitely something that is about to be revealed and something that could profoundly change the very trajectory of your journey and of this situation. We will see what this is going to be. First of all, we start with death on the surface, and underneath the surface, we have the Eight of Cups. So obviously, something is coming to an end here. It could be a relationship, an attempt to make things work, a cycle that perhaps has made you very, very busy, even making you forget what it felt like at the very beginning of it. Something took the passion and love away from a situation, and now you were wondering what was making you still fight for this. This whole ending, I feel that happened very slowly. It's been a process. Perhaps you had thought about it. You have planned to leave, then you left, and maybe you came back to it to perhaps leave again. Some of you might still be stuck in this because this meant a lot for you, and it wasn't easy to just let it go overnight. It's just normal. Love is a pretty powerful thing, and even when it's gone, sometimes the very first explosion created when you initially fell in love still reverberates inside of you and around you, regardless of the potential issues that might come up afterwards. And it's hard to stop listening to that sound, to that echo. But at some point, you might have changed your mind right here about this whole connection. And if you haven't, you're definitely about to. You found the strength needed here and decided to turn your back to it. Not wanting to take action anymore, just feeling exhausted. Yes, there are a lot of beautiful memories here, but now you might be thinking, you know what, I'll just keep the good memories with me and move on before I lose myself into what this has become. With the Eight of Cups, you don't know where you're headed, but you just want to get out of a period of confusion and stagnation, regardless where this is going to take you. I just feel that you're surrendering to the currents. You still wanted to make things right, but you didn't know how to do it anymore. You cannot fight this fight alone, and often it felt like you were. Next, we have the Page of Wands on the surface, and underneath the surface, the Five of Swords and the Devil. Oof. You know, it's very interesting because I don't think this person ever realized that you were serious about ending things if needed. In their head, even when you were fighting, arguing, walking out of the door, there was still a certainty that nothing would have really changed. Right here, you see someone who always thinks that there is a chance to patch things up and go back to how things used to be. Even for those of you who went through that ending years ago, they still believe that it isn't over. Because, you know, it's also the fact that you are an earth sign. You Taurus give that reliable vibe, which in this case is a blessing and a curse. You do not usually make rush decisions. You don't easily give up, and they know that about you. When Taurus people fall in love, it's usually for a long time, if not forever. You don't easily give up, and you work hard to make something successful. And so here they are, playing their banjo, thinking that these are just silly arguments and that eventually things are going to go back to normal. But it also goes deeper than that, actually. Deep down, they truly believe that the two of you are destined to be together and that you're perfect for each other. What a funny interpretation of a situation that instead you perceive as absolutely not good for you, or not anymore at least. Now, some of you have been in that ending process for perhaps too long. Maybe you do go back to this person at times, or at least you talk to them on the phone, you send some sort of signal to this person. And this is making them think even more that you're not really over them. The thing is that whenever you might feel weak or lonely, you come back to this because it's still a huge temptation for some of you. And I see that you might feel also that you're never going to get out of this cycle because it's always something that it's there available. And when you feel perhaps lonely or weak overall, you know that you can come back to this. But you have help coming. So let's see what's coming next. We have the Ace of Wands and underneath the surface, Judgment. Okay, so there is something coming up for you in the near future. It's going to be an element, an opportunity, perhaps a person who is going to distract you a little bit from this previous situation. Whatever it is, this truly feels like a helping hand from the universe, as you see right here. Just trying to support you in your attempt to end this toxic cycle. It will not end things for you. You still have to end them on your own, but it will change your focus. And your focus is a spotlight. What you shine your spotlight on will grow and multiply. So far, perhaps you have been shining it on your frustrations, creating even more frustration. And after this comes in, you'll finally be able to just shine it somewhere else. It doesn't matter where, as long as it's something that it doesn't connect to this person and to this situation right here. In fact, we see an awakening here, which might lead into a complete transformation regarding the dynamic between you and this other person. Chances are, from what I see here, that you will be the one ending up playing the banjo at the end of this cycle. We clearly see a time of awakening for the other person, realizing that they're not losing you. Perhaps they have already lost you, and this time for good. Something has changed into your approach right here. Perhaps you're not sending messages anymore, or you're not replying. You're not caring about even blocking them to trigger a reaction in them. Or just something has changed into your energy and they pick up on it. They are right when they say that the two of you are deeply connected. And this is also confirmation of that. I see someone who's thinking about a new beginning, someone who is really wanting to change things up and never look back. There's clearly what I call an energy 180. It feels to me that now you are the one who doesn't care about the outcome anymore. You feel overall tired of trying, and you might take more time for yourself. I don't see that as being something that will stop this person though, but we'll see. Right now, it's just clear that you don't feel the urge to make things right anymore, but they do. They want that. They want that resolution. They want to fix things. And this is exactly that tornado that truly shuffles the position of the two of you in the situation completely. Now you are the one playing the banjo, and they are the ones who want to fight for this and to make things right. What a transformation. So let's see how the situation is going to evolve. Let's flip the reading and look into this person's energy, what they truly feel, what their true long-term intentions are, but also let's see what's coming up in your life, Taurus. Now that you have truly ended a cycle, as you know, when something ends, something new begins. Let's see what that's going to be. Now that you're not stuck into that rut. These are things and decisions that could truly change one's life. Once you let go of something that slows you down, after that, you truly have a lot of things happening that you were not expecting. So let's see what's coming up for you, both in the near, but also in the distant future. If you want to dive deeper into the messages, Taurus, just follow me in the extended reading link below in the description box. Also, don't forget that every single week, I randomly select viewers who have watched the extended video to offer them a 100% free personal 30-minute reading. I send out emails every Monday morning. Make sure to check out your spam folder as well. Now, stay tuned for the extended preview coming right up after this. Welcome back to your extended reading, Taurus. The bridging energy taking us from this current situation to the future situation is a very important one and beautiful at the same time. 10 of Pentacles. This is major success, actually. This is something that has been unblocked for you in the moment where you realize that you are keeping yourself stuck, that you are giving energy and time on a situation that it's not just going to take you anywhere. And yes, it sucks because your heart perhaps still wants you to connect with this person. But here, your mind is stronger, your logic is stronger, and you are thinking, you know what? I had to stop attaching an outcome to a situation. Yes, I know what I want. And here in the 10 of Pentacles, we see it. But also we see that it doesn't have to manifest in the specific way that you're thinking. Right here, I feel that you're just letting go, releasing your wish, your goal, your vision, and you're not attaching it to this person anymore. And it's coming back to you just like a boomerang with a different person, perhaps in a different type of situation, but it's going to be exactly what you were fighting for and what you were working towards. So let's see what this 10 of Pentacles means for your future. But first of all, let's see what you have coming up in your near future, and let's see what you should expect in terms of energies and events. Page of Wands, what did I tell you right here? This is a complete 180. Oh, beautiful, with the full Four of Swords. And here we have the surprise with the Knight of Cups. All right, get ready for this, Taurus. First of all, we see